What's that? Yeah.
It's feeling chilly.
You know, yeah, so I'm just trying to cool it down, that's all. Hey, I'm telling you, man, this week has been a mess for me, that's for sure. Yeah, I didn't see him when I went back there. Thank you for that.
Oh, you bet. Just thought, someone's going to get a really cool vehicle.
Oh, yeah.
I do that all the time. When I drive my wife's SUV, I always think that helps. I think that does help, especially when the computer goes out.
They can watch it. I know better than this.
Shut off, and I'm like,
Sister came into town and seen her in a while.
Probably to get this sort of technology.
I know.
My sister was there Thanksgiving.
All right, I have 6 o'clock, and I'm going to call this meeting of the Board of Aldermen to order. Please stand with me and recite the Pledge of Allegiance, please. I pledge
allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
All right, thank you. Have a roll call, please.
Yes, sir. Alderman Davidson.
Present.
Alderman Franklin.
Present.
Alderman Turner.
Present.
Alderman Mills.
Present.
Alderman Milner.
Present.
Alderman Cheney.
Present.
Alderman Dorhoff.
Present.
Alderman Fouch.
Present.
Mayor Zaring.
Present. All right, next up, we got some ceremonial matters to take care of. You guys can come on in. All right. So tonight we get to recognize one of our officers for some years in service that he spent with us. I cannot believe that it's only been 10 years. You're probably thinking, man, it's been 10 years, but I'm telling you, I came to Harrisonville like 20 years ago, and I swear you were here. So you're like the main guy that I've seen the whole time here. So there you go, that too, yeah. So, but we do want to present you. It's been 10 years, and I'll just read it here. Presented by the mayor and the Harrisonville Board of Aldermen to Jeremiah Jacobs in grateful appreciation for 10 years of dedicated service to the city of Harrisonville, where tradition meets innovation. And I want to personally thank you.
Thanks, sir.
Like I said, you've done a lot here for the city, and when I think police, you're the first one I think of. So it's like you're the old guy here too. But yeah, we do appreciate your service.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.
Anything else you want to say?
Well, we were just talking in the hall, and we said, do I have to say something? And I said, well, how much are you going to pay me to say something good about you? The thing about that, with Jeremiah, Sergeant Jacobs, you don't have to make a mess.
You almost took it.
I didn't know what he was passing. But he's been here 10 years. He's done a tremendous job. He's filled lots of roles. He's been in the school. He's now one of our leaders, our supervisor on one of our day shifts. But just a guy, they always say the guy that will take anything and do anything for someone, take his shirt off his back. That's Jeremiah. It really is. I mean, I know a lot of people say that, but he will do anything for anybody, whether it's work-related or family-related or church-related. He's just that type of guy. I swear if I told him to go out and arrest Godzilla, he would. So.
I believe it too. Like I said, he's the guy I see anytime I'm out anywhere, so day or night. So it's like he's always there. So we do appreciate it.
Thank you, Mayor.
Yep.
I say speeches about as long as my dad does. I appreciate it. And I look forward to the next 10 to 15 years. Thank you.
Thanks for your service.
Thank you.
All right, next up, we've got public participation, and we did have an agenda request. No, I'm sorry, you do have on there the, I'm sorry, ceremonial matters. We're not going to be able to pin the badge for the firemen this evening, so we're going to push that off to the next meeting there. Apologize for that. And now, public participation. We have some agenda request from Russell Thompson. All right, sir. You gonna? Okay. All right. Yeah, you had to click the button on there, sir.
Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes, sir.
I'm Russ Thompson. I live at 900 South Highland Drive here in Harrisonville. I've been a resident here since February 28th, 2020. I am a retired band director, and my last 21 years were at Butler, Missouri. And I'd like to think that I am a respected member of the community. I substitute teach at Harrisonville Middle School and High School. I also play in 3 wind ensembles as a trumpet player in the Kansas City area. I give trumpet lessons and occasionally assist with the band at the high school. I am a bugler for the military for funerals. And during COVID, I even played many concerts on my front porch. I also enjoy playing pickleball at the Harrisonville Community Center. But the reason I'm here tonight is to bring to your attention a problem I had with my city utilities that I would hope that you could possibly make right. I do pay my bills on time, and I pay with electronic banking. I go to my bank account online and input how much I want paid to each company that I owe money to. They mail out my money so that the company receives it on the date that I request. On or about December 18th or 19th, I received an automated call from the city that my monthly payment, including late fees, was late, and that if I didn't pay my bill by a certain time, I would be disconnected. I really didn't pay much attention to the robocall because I always pay my bills on time. But after rethinking, I thought I better call the city to find out if their mistake had been made. Well, the lady that I talked to verified that surely the city has not received my payment. She said that they had not received payments from lots and lots of residents. I could also hear another conversation in the background, almost similar to the one I was having with the lady that was helping me. The lady told me that I'd have to pay the late fee as well. She offered a waiver of the late fee if I would let the city do an automatic withdrawal from my bank account, and I don't want that option. The lady also told me that I needed to pay by December 26th, or else I would be disconnected on the 27th. I did tell her this was not my fault, and that there must be another reason why my payment was not received. The bank has never not sent a bill as long as I've had them, and I thought surely it had to be a mistake in the city's office. I immediately went to my bank to inquire. They verified that the check was mailed November the 28th. I set the payment to the city for December the 4th. On December the 22nd, I received another robocall at 10 o'clock in the morning, letting me know that if my payment wasn't received by December 25th at 5 o'clock, I would be disconnected on the 26th. When I arrived at the city utilities office that afternoon, the lady reiterated that this was a problem that had happened to hundreds of other residents. At some point in the conversation, it was brought to my attention that the post office may have lost the mail.
Mr. Thompson?
Yes, sir.
Just real quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you there. You're allowed 3 minutes. We should have told you this up front, that you're allowed 3 minutes to talk. I'm just going to ask the board, can you approve him for another 3 minutes to talk? Okay, so we're going to give you another
I'm
3
sorry,
minutes.
I did not know.
Well, I apologize because we should have told you that up front. So
All right.
That's fine.
I'm almost finished.
Okay.
And like I said, we determined that possibly the post office lost the mail. So I did check with the post office, and it was going to be quite a deal to find my payment. And I was told to go online, and long story short, I got a letter a couple days later that said that they couldn't find my mail because it didn't have a traceable tracking code. Coincidentally, my internet payment was not received either. I did pay my utilities under protest that afternoon. My bill was for $125.10. I was required to pay a $12.50 late fee. And so I figured if this happened to hundreds of people, it had to be a nice windfall for Harrisonville because of the post office. And first of all, I'm not happy that I couldn't be worked with. The ladies did tell me they couldn't do anything there, so that's why I'm here tonight. But I've had a perfect record of paying my bills everywhere on anything that I owe money to. I'm not happy with the late fee that was offered because it was only offered if I was allowed for the city to access my bank account. And then now I have a payment blemish on my utilities account due to no fault of my own. So you know and understand the circumstances going forward, what I'm going to have to go through to get utilities if I ever have to move. And by the way, my internet company did waive their late fee. So I'm hoping that possibly Harrisonville would consider that. But I would appreciate it if you could do that and remove my late payment status. But I'd like to also thank you for this opportunity to vent. Thank you very much.
Sir. Appreciate it. Thank you. All right. Moving along to the approval of minutes, we have the minutes from the Board of Aldermen regular meeting, December 18th, 2023. And those minutes are in your packets.
Motion to approve.
Second.
All right, got a motion from Alderman Turner with a second from Alderman Milner. All in favor?
Aye.
Any opposed? All right, those are approved. And then we have the minutes from the executive session minutes, December 18th. Those are also in your packet.
Make a motion to approve.
I second.
Motion from Alderman Dorhoff with a second from Alderman Franklin. Roll call, please.
Alderman Dorhoff.
Aye.
Alderman Franklin.
Aye.
Alderman Turner.
Aye.
Alderman Mills.
Aye.
Alderman Davidson.
Aye.
Alderman Milner.
Aye.
Alderman Cheney.
Aye.
Alderman Fouch.
Aye.
All right, executive session minutes stand approved. Moving along to the agenda items. First item is Council Bill 01.
Council Bill 01, a resolution of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Harrisonville approving a legislative agenda for the year 2024. First reading Council Bill 01.
All right, can you hit them up on that?
Yep. As you all know, each year we send a legislative agenda package to our legislators. The legislature has been, again, busy filing bills. One of the bills that just recently was passed was by Representative Gallick to do the transient tax. You know, the past several years, the Chamber of Commerce has been wanting to work with the city for the transient tax, especially with the ball fields and everything and possible hotels. She was able to file that bill, so we're hopeful that the Senate might pass something this year, and maybe that would get accomplished. That's House Bill 1439 that she has moved forward with that. Then additionally, the continuance of all the other bills on economic development of similarly staying out of the city's business and the elimination of those. As you know, we don't go through all of MMLs to support all of MMLs. We go through those that are more pertinent to Harrisonville. These are similar to the ones last year that you all approved. What we did is we took these exact ones, updated them based on the bills. It seemed like the legislature took the exact same bills from last year, because if you remember, the Senate didn't pass any of the bills from last year, so they just re-upped them all again this year, pretty much the same way they did last year. So we just re-upped everything the way it was last year. So if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. But it's very disheartening in Jeff City.
Any questions or comments?
I'd like to have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Where are we at with the election in April? Are they still trying to do away with that?
There's still some that are trying to push all elections to November.
Okay. And would that also apply to like alderman and mayor, that election as well?
Right.
Everything.
So then how would they be doing those? Then we just hold off until August then, or November?
Well, I don't know particular. So what the Missouri legislators do is they pass it, and then they don't know what they passed and how it's going to work. So we'll have to figure it out once they pass it. So I mean, that's the reality of it. They don't. It's kind of like, let's do away with this, and then we say, what are you going to do for the services that the citizens expect? Well, you all figure that out. So it's very, like I said, it's very disheartening. They really don't have a lot of answers on how they're going to do it. Is that a good way to put it?
I don't know if it was a good way, but
I'm talking to the attorney.
Very diplomatic.
Thank you.
all right. Seeing no other questions, I'll entertain a motion.
I move we approve the legislative agenda.
All right.
Second.
Got a motion from Alderman Fouch with a second from Alderman Milner. Roll call, please.
Alderman Fouch,
Yes.
Alderman Milner,
Aye.
Alderman Davidson,
Aye.
Alderman Cheney,
Aye.
Alderman Turner,
Aye.
Alderman Franklin,
Aye.
Alderman Dorhoff,
Aye.
Alderman Mills.
All right. Council Bill 01 is now Resolution 2024-01. First of the year. Next, we have first reading only of the Council Bill 02.
Council Bill 02 is an ordinance of the Board of Aldermen of the City of Harrisonville, Missouri, amending Schedule 2 of Title 3 of the Harrisonville Municipal Code and establishing an effective date. First reading, Council Bill 02.
Good evening, members of the Board of Aldermen and Mayor. I'm Patty Hildebrand with the Public Works Department, and the ordinance before you will authorize the Public Works Department to install no parking signs in 2 locations. We had requests from area residents. One is on Prairie View Road just south of Waters. Cars trying to make the turn from eastbound to southbound are not able to do so when the cars are parked too close to that curb. The other is actually right here in front of the police department on Chestnut. Same reason, northbound traffic is unable to make the turn to go east. So we're requesting authority to go ahead and install those no parking signs for approximately 300 feet.
Awesome. Any questions from anybody on that?
I did have
Alderman
some.
Cheney? Yep.
Just looking at the map in front of I agree with the one side of the police department, but on the other side you have housing that
There's
faces.
actually no parking signs on the other side already.
Is there?
Yeah, I went and I kind of drove. I'm like, this is kind of odd. Why would it be this way? And it's the same thing on Prairie View. They're on one side but not the other. So.
Didn't that street used to be a one-way street, did it not, going north?
Carl, I've only been here 3 months.
In front of the
Matt,
Lexington Street, in front of the police station.
in front of the police station?
Used to be one way.
One way?
It used to, yes.
Well,
Yeah.
it was only
It's kind of tight right there at the beginning.
Yeah.
it was always a one-way going north, and then
Yes.
coming south, it was stopped at Chestnut. Going
Okay.
further than Chestnut. It's always been that way.
All right. No other questions. Thank you, ma'am. Appreciate it. And the second reading for that council bill will be February 5th. All right, that's it for the agenda items. We'll go to Alderman and committee reports. Let's start with Alderman Milner.
Hey, I get to say it first because y'all are going to say the same thing I am. I just wanted to give a huge shout out to all of our staff with this last bout of cold weather we've had. I know the trucks have been, street trucks have been rolling up and down my street even when I didn't expect them to, and I'm sure it's been a little bit of a strain for electric as well. And however, I have heard no complaints on power outages, so kudos to everyone. Police and fire as well, the hazards of getting out and about and just trying to maneuver, and I can't imagine. So hopefully everybody stays safe and this too shall pass soon.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Alderman Dorhoff.
Yes, you did still.
Thank you.
Brent's
Got a
not
first
here.
chance again.
I was going to give Brent a shout out because I had the generator all fired up and ready to go just in case I needed it, and thank goodness I didn't need it.
Yeah.
Good job.
Yes.
Good job to all staff.
Thank you, sir. Alderman Fouch.
Just to echo what Marcy said, but I also want to just say kudos to getting the power plant completely torn down and just about cleared, and it been a long time coming, and to those of us who knew it was there, it looks great to have it gone. So
It does, for sure. Thank you, sir. Alderman Turner?
Nothing new, so.
Nothing new? All right. Alderman Mills?
I can't add to what's been said.
You guys are passing a lot of time to the city administrator here. Alderman Davidson.
Can't do that.
I know.
Ditto to all five before me. So.
All right, thanks. Alderman Franklin.
Yeah, I ditto what everybody else said. It was nice not to lose our power when it was so cold outside, and saw no complaints basically on Facebook, which was a rarity. For Love the Harrisonville Square, I just wanted to give a shout out. They're doing a Scotch and Chocolate event Valentine's Day on February the 10th, Saturday. It starts at 6:30 p.m. and we are going to have dueling pianos for the evening's entertainment. So it sounds like it ought to be a good time. So if you haven't gotten your tickets, you might want to get them. They're selling fast. And that's all I have.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Alderman Cheney.
Not much. I guess since yesterday was Martin Luther King Jr.'s day, I'd like to give props to great leaders like him and people who will fight to make this America a better place to be.
All right. Thank you, sir. Appreciate it. Now the city administrator.
All right, next week's busy. You have the annual employee recognition dinner Tuesday night, 6 p.m. at the community center. Harrisonville Alliance meeting Wednesday night, 6 p.m. at the community center. Chamber of Commerce dinner Thursday night, community center, 5:30. Then, similar to what everyone said on the snow and the Arctic temperatures, Public Works did a great job. Also, with all the divisions working together, it was all divisions working in that. We didn't have any major water breaks, which is a great thing. Had a few minor ones. Had some residents talk about some of their meters. We found when they got there it was more on the customer side of the meters and not on our side, but guys try to help out wherever they could. And so really good effort. And as was talked about with even the power, the aggressive tree trimming that we started 3 years ago is beginning to pay off with that. So we're thankful to see those efforts come to fruition. Legacy Underground Construction was awarded the contract for the Orchard Road Culvert Storm and Water Project. Lake Harrisonville Spillway Project is about 87% complete. And then the FEMA Muddy Creek Project on those buyouts. We also, the Richards Construction Company received the contract on those demolitions. We have 3 of those homes that will be closing on the 30th of January, 30th of January. The 4th one on the leap year of 29th February, and then that last one on April the following year. Some of you asked on that. We are in the fiscal year of the federal funding, so the feds consider it within the same funding year. So we don't have any worries with that on their funding. So we're in good shape with that. Hangar B structure repairs project. The pre-bid meeting was held Thursday on the 4th, and we have the project bids on the 23rd of this month. We are seeing a couple of promotions in the police department. Congratulations to now Corporal McCullough and Bell in the police department. Also, congratulations, since we didn't have the first meeting there in January, to Alderman Cheney and Fouts and Franklin and Turner. You're it. And you know the old saying, tag, you're it.
Do we have to have an election?
And
No.
with that, I'll rest, Mayor, since some people think I go too long on my reports.
You would never say that, sir.
Brad, one more question about the late one on the buyout. What happens if that floods again?
They're required to keep the insurance, and they're required to take all responsibility
Okay,
with that.
okay,
So
just checking, thank you.
the city has no responsibilities.
Okay.
All right, thank you, sir. Municipal court report is in your packets there. Questions from the media? Nothing from the media? All right. I will just, again, I'll just jump on what everybody else has said. This is the first real cold freeze and hard winter storm that we've had, I think, since I've been living here, that I have not seen major water main breaks and electrical outages. So hopefully it's not an anomaly. Hopefully it's becoming the norm. We're setting the standard with that. But still, again, like everybody said, we've got staff, we've got workers out across the city, out on those cold nights doing the things that we don't want to do, for sure. So I do appreciate that, and I appreciate staff, and make sure you guys go back and let your people know that we appreciate what they're doing. So, all right, that's all I have. I'll entertain a motion to adjourn.
Make that motion.
I second.
Got a motion from Alderman Davidson with a second from Alderman Franklin. Roll call, please.